Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I do apologize for not uploading on the Friday. I ended up scrapping all my videos. I didn't like how it turned out. There's a lot of repetitiveness. So now I'm starting from scratch. So here we are. This week has been it was okay. Besides my family therapy session, which was on Wednesday, I'll get into that in just a bit. So this week has been met because the thing was I've been applying for jobs, looking for places. So there's really not much that's been going on. And I'm feeling a lot better. I had a good weekend. I spent some time with my old roommate. And I got to see Spider-Man, which was freaking awesome. So yeah, in terms of that, that's the update I can give you. But my family counseling session was basically, it was okay. I expected it to not go entirely well because I know my mom. She thinks she knows me, but she doesn't. And she says like, oh, for the past 31 years, like, oh, I know you so well. I beg to differ because the thing is I am one of those people, I don't sit around and dwell. I literally do something. And especially there's just so many underlying issues and something sparked me to go see a trauma counselor. So what caused me to see a trauma counselor was because I got pushed out of the bus back in April of last year. When I was heading to school. A good old lovely in her early 40s, mid 40s, East Indian lady with a British accent. Yeah, she pushed me out of the bus during that whole Asian hate period. So unfortunately, I blew up on her, verbally assaulted her. Yeah, as she said, "You're verbally assaulting me." Please, you're the one that pushed me off the bus and trying to push me to the ground. You failed. This lady is like double the size of me. Okay, I can't say double the size of me. She's a lot taller than I am. I would say she's 5'9", but a heavier built. So yeah, she pushed me off the bus. That's fun times. So that sparked me to go see to look for a trauma counselor. And here I am today. So far I've worked a lot of my underlying anger issues and resentment. I've had that sort of handled in a way that, I understand it. I'm working towards it and also working towards better self-care because I'm very horrible at it. Because I'm always that person that's always caring about others more than myself. So now it's retraining myself, relearning how to be gentle with myself, as well as, take care of myself in a better place. And I'm very thankful to go to actually seek trauma counseling because now I'm in a better state. So with a family counseling session, at least I am able to disengage of my emotions and treat myself as a third person and look at my mom, as a third person and see that she is dealing with a lot of stuff and she's not really dealing with it in the most healthiest way. So yeah, and there's a lot of good things. And with a trauma counselor, she is an absolute doll. And one of the things is she is just like me, an empath who is able to feel people's emotions. So very thankful for her. I'm excited to work with her. And I really like how the counselor actually brought up a question, what is the goal of our session? For my mom, it's very predictable. She wants me to change, have a better communication skills with other people. She believes that I don't know how to handle myself with other people. I don't get along with others based on how I interact with her. My goal of having the family counseling session is because that I haven't been heard. I've never been acknowledged ever in my life by my family. The worst part is that I've always been that scapegoat doormat that my family always end up using because I look weak to them. And to feel like you're nothing but a scapegoat to them, it just doesn't sit right with you. And for most of my 30 years of my life, I've been fighting back because I knew it was wrong. And now, since my dad has been gone, I just stop and think to myself, like, you know what? I need to work on myself. I need to love myself. I need to be in a better place. So I've been trying to do that. And now living with my mom, ever since my dad has passed, like on and off, like I got to the point where like, man, you need to work on yourself. That's not my responsibility. I mean, yes, I need to respect you as a person, but respect goes both ways. Respect is earned. It's not given. And the fact that my mom is always like, I'm your mother, you need to listen to me, whatever I say goes, that's not respect. You know what respect is? Is being able to understand the other person's perspective, being appreciative of the person's feeling, and also acknowledge them as a person. May not necessarily agree with them, but at least you accept their point of view and you won't argue with it. So with my mom, she's so self-righteous, like, she needs to be right all the time. Because in her relationship with my dad, it was never like that. It's always what my dad said. So she had to be quiet and agree with him. So now she's on her own. She's doing exactly the same thing to me. But the only issue is that she doesn't realize that, like, I see through that manipulation and I'm so sick and tired of it. I always like say no. And my way of saying no is basically talking back. Is talking back a bad thing? Yes and no. It just depends, if it's, if you need to fight back. There are some times like I do fight back. I just like end up telling her like, you know what, you're wrong. But the thing is now I can't say that anymore because she just basically, oh, you think it's wrong? She just start to like get up in your face and tell you like, oh, you're a horrible person. Like the fact that like I heard my mom saying that I'm an ungrateful, selfish daughter. Not only does that, it kind of somewhat does hurt my feelings, but at the same time, it really irritates me to the point where like, I really want to slap you across the face. Like, how dare you? How dare you? To me, the person that is the most ungrateful person is actually herself. And the whole entire time, listening to her during the family counseling session, I heard a lot of self-righteousness. She definitely does not love herself. And she doesn't acknowledge the fact that she is in a state of anger. She has not removed herself. She said that, oh, I'm not angry. You're denying it. I can see it. I can hear it. And I really am hopeful for the counselor to actually help me with, being heard, because I have not been heard at all by my family for a long time. And to work with her, for her to say that she's going to work with me about that, then that's perfect. And also for my mom, it's like, helping me to like have a better, communication skills. I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for, changing for the better. But if someone is changing for the better and you are complaining and not doing anything for yourself, that's what I have a problem with. So to another session, which is next Wednesday. It's going to be every Wednesday at 3 o'clock, so I'm excited for that. And that's about it. I'll still apply for work. I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue to apply for work. I will continue to find some place to move. I am in a lot better space with myself after having a really horrifying meltdown. As you saw in my previous vlog, yeah, it's not an easy situation to be in, and I do not want anyone to be in my situation because it's not fair. No one should ever feel like they're not loved by their family, and no one should ever feel isolated. And this pandemic is not helping. A lot of people's mental health is getting worse. I can definitely tell you, for 2 years now, like, my mental health is getting worse, and it sucks. So, to a better week, to a better day, and I will see you in the next vlog, and hopefully it won't be as bad as this one.